Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
The following article is reprised with permission of Target Marketing Magazine, copyright August 1987, and is entitled Familiarity Breeds Orders.
An old adage warns that familiarity breeds contempt, but a recent survey by the Gallup organization indicates that familiarity may breed mail orders. A nationally representative sample of 1,559 adults were asked to respond true, somewhat untrue, or very untrue to the following statement. When I order products through the mail, I usually buy from companies I have heard of before. Overall, nearly half of potential consumers, 46%, say it is very true that they usually order products from companies with which they are familiar. When the additional 1 in 4 who feel that the statement is somewhat true are considered, the result is nearly 7 in 10 adults who tend to order products from organizations they've heard of. By comparison, only 13% do not consider name recognition an important criterion when ordering products by mail. 7% of adults said the statement was somewhat untrue, and 6% responded very untrue. The largest portion of all demographic groups claim that ordering from well-known companies is characteristic of their behavior. When those who say it is somewhat true are factored in, the majority of all population segments agree to some extent with the statement.
Despite this overall agreement, demographic differences exist, with certain segments of the population being more inclined than others to make a habit of ordering from well-known mail-order companies. Women are more inclined than men to order products through the mail from a company which they've heard of before, 50% of women compared with 43% of the men polled. Age appears to be a critical factor in the importance given to name recognition. Only one-third of young adults age 18 to 24 place orders through the mail from a well-known company. The proportion of adults who said this practice is characteristic of their buying behavior gradually increased with the age of the respondent. So that among adults age 50 and older, more than half, 52% of potential consumers, prefer to order from familiar companies. The college-educated and those with annual household incomes of $30,000 or more, 50% of all respondents, are slightly more inclined than their less educated or less affluent counterparts to consider name recognition an important factor in buying through the mail.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.